It's time for us to get into another conversation. And let me quickly just read this birthday message before we do that. It's coming from Isa, Fusaini Isa, and this is to his daughter. He says, happy birthday to Sania Yatele Isa of Vilak International School. May Allah guide and guard you in the years ahead. This is from your dad. Happy birthday to you. All right, now it's time for us to get into a conversation. Very, very important one. You know that it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and we've just been talking about this. It's the Pink October, and we're focusing on this all month long. And we've been joined in the studio by one person who is a survivor, and she's a musician, she's an entrepreneur, and a philanthropist. Stephanie Benson is our guest this morning. Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine. I missed you.
Yeah, I missed you too.
I know.
Yeah.
I missed more than just you, though.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
What else did you miss?
You saw the last picture. Me and my man.
Yes.
Hold on.
Yeah.
The last time here, I said, "Feely, no." It's not fine.
No, a comma.
Come up. Yes, I knew Beyonce and Marco.
So, okay.
Hi, sweetheart. Oh, yeah.
And you forgot to add that she's the mother of all Wednesday bonds. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
I know,
yeah.
right?
Are you a queer?
yeah, all of us here.
Oh,
Yeah. No,
Today is
this
Wednesday.
show has a propensity of having Wednesday bonds.
Nice one. You see,
yeah.
we're strong.
Very
We're
strong.
brave.
Very
It's
brave.
like we've got lots of hair.
And we
too.
connect. Thank
we
you.
connect. I know. It's the bread as well. I love it.
Thank you.
So tell us a bit. You can't tell us the whole thing,
Yeah.
right?
I
About the
know,
whole
it's a
journey.
long
There's not
story.
enough time for that. But
Yeah.
you had cancer.
Mm-hmm.
When did you find out that you had cancer?
It was 2014, actually. Just at the brink of 2014, 2013, my aunt was dying from cancer. And it was bowel cancer, hers. My mother had died from cancer.
Yeah.
My grandmother died from cancer, all at the age of 48. And I found out
wow.
at the age of 48.
Oh,
So it was, yeah, honestly.
So this thing they say about genetics is real.
hereditary.
Well, you see,
To a
on the
large-
surface, it looked like it was real. But
Okay.
when I did the BRCA test,
Okay.
it suggested that I was under 20% chance of getting cancer. It should have been above, maybe 50%. Even 35% cry is high enough. So it didn't make sense. But nothing needs to make sense. For me, all I knew is I found out that I had my uterus had some cancer cells as well as my breast. So it's like a double whammy. So it was up to the doctors to decide which one to treat first.
Yeah.
So they went for the breast first.
Yeah.
So I had a double mastectomy, and then I had a hysterectomy to remove, So for most women, they don't feel like a woman anymore.
Yeah.
But me, that's when I was discovering myself.
Oh, really?
We can tell.
You can tell, right?
We can tell.
Hey.
We can tell.
Okay, so look, we want to find a little bit more about Stephanie. She does so many different things. Humanitarian, works with the UN. So many things. She's a good global peace ambassador, and all of those things that she's been doing. Discovering herself, discovering her femininity and her womanness. That's interesting because breast cancer, post-breast cancer, but you're now discovering.
Well, I
Explain
mean,
that.
I already knew who I was, and there's no question because I think even before cancer, when I first came here, you guys were having issues with the way I was like,
Yeah.
Because, I was double D's.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Okay.
I was double E's, actually.
Okay.
Yes, I was really big breasted. And so I was always me. But sometimes when some kind of trauma happens to you, you have to rediscover yourself. And to rediscover myself is to find out who I was without my breast. And I think that's important for every woman anyway, because you are not your breast. And
That's
I think
important. You are not
it
your
is.
breast.
You are not your breast.
Yeah.
I mean, who you are is much deeper than the sexual side of you. Besides that, I was lucky enough to have had 5 children.
Already,
So yes, not everybody gets that lucky. So for me, making the decision to have both breasts removed was one that I chose to do. I didn't have to. They could have just had a lumpectomy and I would have been fine.
Yeah.
Fine-ish. Who knows? He could
Yes,
come back.
exactly. Then something comes back.
It's you don't know. So I wanted to eliminate the chances of it ever coming back. So I said, please just take them away because I'm still a woman without my breast. And then they had to take my uterus off, so that you had to go through all the whole menopause crap.
Feeling,
which is
yeah.
Yes, but me, because I exercised and I was very healthy, I didn't have to go through, I didn't go through the standard menopausal things and feelings. You know, I was still, listen, I know it's daytime. I was still getting wet. You know, I was like still horny. I was still exercising, you know, and the parts that my husband, you know, like the breast is a thing for men, isn't it? At that time, I didn't have the shell. It was just like quite empty. But, you know, I'll put my husband's hand on my breast and make all the right noises, you know, and he thinks that something's happening, but nothing's happening.
Now you're revealing it.
Yeah. And he'll think, oh, okay, can you feel something missing? No, let's go ahead. It's fine. But I think it's a mindset. So if you don't put yourself in a positive space, you're going to go into your head and say, oh, I don't feel sexy, or, you know, you know, I don't want him to see my, it doesn't matter. I'm sitting here with no nipples, but you're looking at me and you want to touch them, right? Yeah. It's all cool. You know, it's all about how you feel. And that's what I'm trying to let other women understand. I think they look at me and they think I'm just trying to be like, you know, whatever. But I've always been this person. But I'm probably doing more on Instagram because people watch it, and I want them to understand, say, as a woman, with their hand, you can still be sexy. You know, but exercise is everything.
Exercise.
Why? When taking care of your bodies, and yet the quick fixes, you know.
I think it's a very important point that you make. Quick fixes. Life is not about quick fixes.
No.
Yeah.
I always say, fat is not your friend. If you can get rid of the fat, get rid of it. So you can be healthy. Because as you get older, I want to be like you. Being like me is a good mindset too, and it's hard work. I get up in the morning and I work out like 6 o'clock. If I can't even, you know, box or anything, I'll do some yoga, maybe 10 minutes to prepare my body. That's why I'm agile. You know, because if you don't have a good base on your knees and your muscles and your bones and your whatnot, as you get older, doesn't matter how good you look, you'll be slow. So me, I don't want to be slow. I can still do a split. I can still dance any young person to the ground. You know, I can
Stephanie, you say you can still do splits.
Of course I can.
Okay, I'm not going to ask you to do a split. But
are you sure?
Wow, no, because the reason why I'm asking is that I used to do splits. I can't. And I'm just thinking, can I go back to that?
Of course
I think you can.
Of course, yeah.
It's about the consistency.
If it's like stretching your body first. Listen, you have muscle memory.
Exactly.
Your muscle remembers certain things that you used to be able to do. You just have to have the panache to go and do it.
To just force back through
it might be painful, but you just have to keep doing it.
It's time. So you stretch a little bit every day, over here now you're split. So anybody can do a split. You can be 80. And still be able to do a split if you used to be able to do it. Even if you didn't cry, you can still exercise your body and stretch your body into it. But okay, I can't do it. It's too hard.
Then you can't do it.
Then you can't.
Right. Yeah. But like talking about the whole time when you had the breast cancer and the treatment, would you say family was also of great support to you?
Yes, family, dear. You know, it's nice to have family support, but first it has to come from within. I mean, when I decided to have my breast removed, my husband was sitting there. The consultant says, maybe that's the sort of best option for you. I looked at her, I said, let's go ahead. And I turned to my husband and said, right? He said, yes, dear. I said, yeah, I'm not seeking his approval. He doesn't need to tell me. I know what I want. I mean, after I make the decision, then I'll say, listen, this is right for my body. You can either choose to take it or not. Either way, it's my decision. So if he wants to leave me because I don't have breasts again, I'll help him pack his bags. I'll cry for 2 weeks and then I'll move on. It's simple.
You'll be hardcore.
But how did the perspective change your life?
Yes, I mean, I think with the husband and the children's support, yes, it's great because when they saw that I was happy and confident, and I mean, even before I had my breast removed, I walk around the house naked. My children do too. I'm always chasing my son around the house trying to squeeze his butt. But you know, it's like, sometimes I want to see if is it growing well. Are we like that?
Traumatize
your black
children.
But you see them on social media.
So why did you start Steph's Secrets?
Oh, Steph Secrets is because I get a lot of women who talk to me about their health issues. You know, some women will say heat, and sometimes it smells a little bit.
Okay.
So I thought, okay, let me come up and find something that would help them. This is probiotics.
Yeah.
So it's something you have to do. You have to have.
Yeah.
As a woman, every woman should have something separate to wash their vagina with, not soap. Soap, no, not everybody in a general.
Yeah. Okay.
So sometimes it can create a chemical imbalance, and then you think
And
it's
it
you who
creates all
smells,
kinds
but
of
it's not
things,
you.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
just that sometimes minor infections cause it. So this probiotics is very good. So a face wash for your face, have a face wash for your vagina,
Yeah.
a vagina
Yeah.
wash, and that's it. I have a steam that helps. After said, some of your men, you're a bit too big, so you had these women kakra. So these herbs help heal inside.
And the yonis.
And the yoni mask is the yoni mask as well is for the bumps, so they look nice. So when they're looking, it looks like a baby's butt, you know, like a nice looking vagina. You can't beat it because you want to kiss it.
Ajay, yeah. Okay, let's move away from that.
You people,
no,
what?
no. So,
What's wrong with-
so your humanitarian side.
Yes.
Just share with us a little bit about that and how that's also impacting, you know, where you're trying to go in the future.
Yeah, I mean, I think I stumbled on the humanitarian side. For me, I've always done it, but because I don't harp on about it, a lot of people just don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, people reach out to me on my email and want me to help them with various little things, especially cancer, but I'm focusing on cancer. Because what Ghana for no beg it too much. My Miss Kanko started business mean to me.
Yeah.
Me yes, I once me see me
Yeah.
you know, because they spent the money.
Yeah.
So I do a lot helping women with cancer, paying for their treatments and whatnot, but I'm only one person. Doing it on my own doesn't, you know, but I have no choice. But I have a good friend, Pink for Africa, you know, Juliet.
Yeah.
She has a charity
Yes.
called Pink for Africa. So when I can't do it, or if it's too much, because well, at least 40,000 a year I fork out to help maybe 3 or 4 women,
Yeah.
you know. And if I can't, I'll call her and say, she raises money. So my cousin, Juliet,
Yeah.
help me out, Kakra,
Yeah.
you know, take this person on.
Yeah.
And then she might contribute towards that person, and it makes it easier for me. But I can't do everything. you
Stephanie,
know.
Well done.
thank you.
Thank
But you
so
know the
much.
UN honored me for it. That was really nice.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I know. They
That's
gave me a
fantastic.
doctorate.
A
So now I'm
doctorate. That's
Dr.
Dr.
Stephanie Benson.
Wow.
My favorite Dr. Love.
Yeah, all right. On that note, with Dr. Love, it's been a wonderful show this morning.
Oh, I didn't even get to touch you.
No, not yet. Please, you can do it off camera. But you'll behave yourself.
Oh.
Don't let everybody know.
I was so excited.
No, don't
about-
let everybody know.
But I like touching you.
Oh, gee.